It's been almost a year since the Free Britney demands were finally answered. After an abusive 13-year conservatorship under her father, the talented Britney Spears was able to regain her control over her body, life, and most notably, her social media accounts. However, since escaping her father's authority, members of her family have started to speak out on her seemingly unstable behavior and erratic mental state. The coincidental timing of their outspoken worries is suspicious. Could this be a case of the Spears family attempting to regain control over her, or are these legitimate concerns for the well-being of a loved one? More likely, it's perhaps a mix of the two. Today, we're going to be counting down the top 10 disturbing reasons that Britney Spears' family is worried about her. Coming in at number 10, her deleted Instagram account. In January of this year, Britney posted one of her infamous Instagram dancing videos exclaiming the sentence, "I changed my name to River Red" throughout. Though shortly after this video was posted, Britney abruptly deleted her Instagram account. Police were then called to perform a wellness check at Britney's house. Now, this seems like a dire reaction for such a minor offense, but the motivation behind the calls was the assumption that this move was made as a plea for help. After the incident, Britney put her Instagram account back up to say, "The police never entered my home, and when they came to my gate, they quickly realized there was no issue and left immediately." Britney's statement continues, "This felt like I was being gaslit once the incident made it to the news. I'm being portrayed once again in a poor and unfair light by the media. During this time in my life, I truly hope the public and my fans who care so much about can respect my privacy moving forward." Britney continued her statement in another post explaining why she left Instagram in the first place, explicitly stating, "I shut down my Instagram because there were too many people saying I looked like an idiot dancing and that I looked crazy. Honestly, I was doing my best, but it disturbed me to see people freely talk about it on TV. Yep, that hurt my feelings." In the grand scheme of things, deleting an Instagram account should not generate anxiety. Instead, we should be more accepting of celebrities seeking a little privacy. At number 9, her inconsistent thought pattern. Now, we all know that Britney Spears is well known for posting Instagram content bordering on levels of absurdism. Her videos that feature sporadic dance moves and lengthy captions that usually don't make a lot of sense, and peppered with emojis, are a staple in any follower's feed. And although that's well within her right, concern from the Spears family came after Britney posted a bizarre, minute-long video. The video shows Britney speaking in a slurred Australian or British accent about a dress that she made, explaining the process of having a friend help her sew it. But halfway through, Britney changes the story and says that the dress was shipped to her by a company. Along with this contradictory story, Britney poses and dances with the dress in her usual way, moving it toward and then away from the camera several times. The video then quickly shifts to her next point, where she warns fans not to call the cops on her for deleting her Instagram before saying, "Don't ever be a roller coaster," before darting off screen and running back across the camera before disappearing again to the other side of the room. The video ends with Britney yelling, "Never be a roller coaster." This unusual behavior, coupled with her seemingly inconsistent thought patterns, caused her family to worry about the state of her mental health. At this point in Britney's Instagram career, this is nothing fans haven't already come to expect, no matter how unsettling it may be. At number 8, her heated Instagram rant. In another social media post, Britney uploaded a picture of a 17th century noblewoman wearing modern sunglasses to Instagram, alongside a caption where Britney rambled about birds for a bit and called out a quote, "classy famous person," alongside many expletives, though none of it made any sense. The rant was posted between other uploaded videos of her walking around her house in her great-great-grandmother's wedding veil and a white lace nightgown. Concerned fans expressed their worry in the comments, with one writing, "I just can't watch this anymore. There's seriously no hope that she's getting better." Britney did not name the person the rant was aimed at and probably never will. With the little information she provided in the post, it's hard to even speculate who she meant to target. And I wish I knew more, because it's obvious that what she's talking about has got to be newsworthy. And at number 7, her mental health. There's been much alarm concerning the mental health of Britney Spears. From her Instagram posts alone, fans have theorized that she may be struggling with bipolar disorder. Britney's family says that her medical issues are far more complex than her fans realize, and they remain worried for her well-being. While there was never any public diagnoses, there is documented evidence that she was treated in mental health facilities over the years. Britney says that she sometimes felt forced into treatment programs while under the 13-year conservatorship, and thus, this fact may not be a sign of her deteriorating mental state, but instead an aspect of her mistreatment and a reason behind her current vulnerable condition. Britney explained this further in an Instagram post saying, "I will forever be traumatized by my past experience for life. There is no way to fix me. My emotions and my sensitivity, therapy, all of it. I think I will need some sort of miracle for my emotions." Ken Seeley, an intervention expert, weighed in on Britney's social media post saying, "What I'm seeing just from the outside is that her mind is delusional right now. When I watch those videos, I see stages of mania. It's really heartbreaking because we all know that she's had these problems for years and we're watching it unravel right in front of us. Now, Britney's posts are certainly confusing, even disturbing at times. But the discussion surrounding Britney's Instagram posts as they display her perceived mental illness isn't productive. Shaylee Coran, writing for the CBC, says that the discomfort from viewing Britney's Instagram posts come from sheer ableism. The discomfort seems to be treated like it's more important than Britney's autonomy and freedom. This reaction proves that we didn't recognize the ways that both misogyny and ableism worked in order to hurt Britney in the first place. The current perception of Britney Spears is just one example of her societal failures when it comes to the treatment of mentally ill people. Coming in at number 6 is her alleged use of substances. According to the Daily Mail, Britney's ex-husband Kevin Federline and her estranged father are worried about the singer's alleged use of hard drugs and that she might pass away because of it. Federline apparently said that he's been praying someone would make it public and that she wakes up because her behavior is terrifying. She's the mother of my boys. Jamie Spears reportedly added that her estranged daughter may end up the same way as Amy Winehouse, a British singer who passed away at the age of 27. But in recent events, Federline came forward in a statement posted on his Instagram story where he wrote that the Daily Mail's report of his claim against Spears is false and repulsive. Federline added that it saddens his family. In a legal letter sent to the Daily Mail, Britney's attorney Matthew Rosengart denied the reports of the star's alleged use of substances. Afterwards, the Daily Mail assured readers that the claims made accurately reflect the interviews held with Federline, and if so, the intentions behind his actions should be called into question. At number 5 is the alleged cancelled intervention. The Spears family reportedly planned and failed to host an intervention for Britney, which would have been orchestrated by Jody Montgomery, the singer's former conservator. This came about amid growing concerns of her life-threatening mental health struggles and substance abuse. Apparently, her manager rented a house in the LA area, planning to take Britney there to receive treatment. Britney was to arrive there unsuspectingly, where her husband, manager, an interventionist, and doctors would be present in an attempt to convince her she needed help. But the intervention was called off by an unnamed person, some saying it was by Britney herself after she accidentally became aware of its existence. A source close to the Spears family says that she has unbelievably untreated trauma that with the help of therapists and specialists could put her in a much better place. An intervention is essential to make that happen, which made it troubling that the intervention was cancelled. However, Britney responded to the news of the alleged intervention on Instagram saying, "The constant lines from the media and TMZ have felt like borderline harassment. It's extremely disturbing due to the fact of how incredibly important it is at this time of my life to be supported and respected, which makes me believe that the situation may not have included an entire intervention, but instead a simple doctor visit that was blown out of proportion." Coming in at number 4, her refusal to take medication. Britney is allegedly not taking her medication, which is said to be essential in stabilizing her mood. An anonymous source said the star is optioning to subconsciously self-medicate herself with her own cocktail of other substances, in turn exacerbating her mental illness. Sources close to Britney also say that instead of her prescribed medications, she's taking meds that, quote, hype her up, and she's been flying off the handle at various times during the day. One source said that they're afraid that she's going to pass away. After witnessing these claims, Britney wrote back saying that she takes Prozac for depression, and that's about it, denying the claims of any self-medication. An unnamed source said that she thinks she's perfectly fine, adding that her biggest fear is being institutionalized again, and she definitely won't let that happen. At number 3 is the rumors of her unhealthy lifestyle. In recent months, there have been many concerns and claims from her family that Britney often stays awake up to 3 days straight as she, quote, guzzles Red Bull, Celsius coffee, and dandelion tea. According to Dr. Drew Pinsky, people with mental disorders frequently take on this not particularly healthy habit because they want the euphoria these beverages provide. An unnamed source added that she's abusing caffeine, Adderall, and anything that she can get her hands on. Britney did not stand for these allegations and immediately took to her Instagram, posting a meme that read, "In every relationship, there's a person who falls asleep instantly, and the other person who lies awake wondering how that's even possible." Underneath, she wrote a lengthy caption disputing the claims about her caffeine addiction. A part of it read, "My mind gets busy and sometimes that can be an easy target to mess with. Anyways, I'm sticking to watermelon juice, which is the weirdest thing ever, but I was told for years I can't have coffee, and now that I can, it's my pride. I can't even look at it." She also added that green tea is her prized possession and that Red Bull is absolutely the worst drink ever, which I tend to agree with. And a runner-up is her supposed public meltdown. News quickly went public that Britney and her husband were seen at Joey's Eatery in Los Angeles, where Britney was supposedly acting manic, speaking gibberish, and yelling at the waitstaff. A neighboring diner started filming the interactions after Britney's husband allegedly stormed out of the restaurant. The tape showed Britney muttering to herself at a table before leaving with her bodyguard. Rumors quickly spread that what happened at the restaurant was a bipolar relapse, was quickly debunked by Britney, her husband, and staff at Joey's Eatery. This instance is hardly the first time Britney's behavior has been overanalyzed in the context of her mental health, and was not at all a cause for public concern. At number 1, repeating history. It doesn't take long to find Britney's lengthy history of worrisome behavior, and after being treated so cruelly while under the public eye for so many years of her life, held under careful scrutiny, unable to escape rumors and disputes about what was best for her, it's no wonder why she may still be acting in a worryingly abnormal way, according to some. The Spears family has expressed their worries that due to Britney's current behavior, she may be at risk for repeating history. It seems that the family believes that Britney is acting in a way reminiscent of how she behaved in the early 2000s, and if preventative measures aren't taken soon, she's at risk of hurting herself or others. However, the behavior in question, as mentioned in this list, has often been exposed as falsehoods or defamatory statements. All in all, Britney Spears deserves respect, privacy, and safety. Speculating on whether or not she's mentally stable isn't helping anyone. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next one.